Hello everyone, welcome to New Gen Politics. An incident yesterday at a high school in North Carolina proves once again that American high schools are not safe. Yesterday at a high school, a brawl took place where a student stabbed two other students, resulting in one of their deaths and the other one being hospitalized. Now you can see from the video, which I won't show because it's graphic, a student in a black coat backs another student in a red hoodie into a corner, then punches him. Afterwards, both students run into the gymnasium, followed by several other students, and once the student in the red hoodie is thrown to the ground, at least 5 other students, including the one in the black coat, proceed to beat, kick, and stomp on him. Where then after, the student in the red hoodie takes out a knife, stabbing one in the leg and the groin, and injuring another student. This incident resulted in the death of one of these students and the hospitalization of another one with non-life-threatening injuries. Now, the student has been arrested, but the question is, why are incidents like this allowed to happen at high schools? How did it get to this point? It's not safe for students, not just mentally. And the problem with American high schools is not just what they're being taught or not taught, that they're not getting a good formal education, not that they're being taught inappropriate material at a young age. That's not the only concern. Another concern is the legitimate physical safety of students, which in this country is not taken seriously. This country doesn't care about the safety of the American citizens, and least of all students. If you look at America, we have an open border, we have third world cities in a first world country, and we have very lax policies in terms of violence in a lot of these cities, and which is reflected in these schools, where violent behavior is tolerated or ignored or given minor punishments. And so people keep committing violent acts and they escalate. Who knows what caused this incident? The police are still looking into that. But even if the case was self-defense, the student should not have had a knife at school, but it never should have been to the point where the student feared for his life. These acts of violence need to end. And it wasn't just a confrontation between two students. As soon as the student with the knife was thrown to the ground, before he took out the knife, he was attacked by at least 5 other students who just ran up and kicked him and jumped on him or punched him. And you can hear the students in the background screaming and laughing, and they're enjoying it. They think it's entertaining what's happening, that somebody was attacked. And so this is a real problem. America needs to handle the safety of its students, the safety of its children. And this isn't only reflected in the security measures of the school itself. What needs to happen is we need to crack down on violence at all levels. It needs to be socially unacceptable and treated with maximum seriousness. America is a country that's becoming more violent and more dangerous by the day. And acts like these are not isolated. So if you care about your children, if you care about your safety, think about who to elect, think about who to support, think about the measures that need to be put in place to help secure children, whether that be security, whether that be locked doors, whether that be policies against violence that result in more often and more severe expulsions and suspensions. But this is an issue that's been ignored for too long, and we need to start looking for solutions. So now that you've heard what I think, please let me know what you think down in the comments below. What measures should be taken to help secure the safety of our children? And what can be done to end the growing rate of violence in America? Let me know what you think, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.